Happy day, I am M.R. Mahalakshmi, Assistant Professor, BSc Visual Communication Program. Today we are going to learn about types of advertising. Let me start with the definition. Advertising is a paid non-personal communication. So, the message is paid by the sponsor. The sponsor is clear. The sponsor uses non-personal form of communication because generally the brands, they wanted to talk to their consumers directly. But it is impossible when we have to cover larger audience because it takes more time, more money and more energy. So, the sponsors uses non-personal form of communication using mass media, usually television, radio, print or online. Why they use mass medium? What is the aim of the message? Is to persuade and influence the audience. Now, let us learn about types of advertising. There are 9 types of advertising: brand, retail or local, political, directory, direct response advertising, business to business, institutional, public service and interactive. Let us learn one by one. Brand advertising, the name itself says, it is a commercial. Think about any national brands, okay. They tend to give a message about the brand image. Think about Nike or Coca-Cola. Nike uses this empowering phrase, just do it. Here they do not specifically tell about any particular footwear. They here build the brand image, just do it. Same for Coca-Cola also, open happiness or share a Coke. Next, retail or local advertising. This is from the local supermarket. Here I have given the example of more. So, usually these type of advertising consist of where the shop is, what is the timings of the shop, what are the products available in the shop, what are the discounts they are offering and the pricing. Okay. This is to increase the footfall of the shop. Next is the political advertising. The name itself says it is done by the politicians during the electoral campaigns. Their target audience are the voters who have eligibility to vote. Usually these type of advertising are important during the electoral period. But experts criticize that these type of advertising focuses on the personality or their image instead of actual crisis that is happening in the society. Next type is the directory advertising. Basically it helps the consumer towards a product or service. Think about any yellow pages or your Google Maps. When we search for any nearby restaurant in the Google map, it suggests us the nearby restaurants. Also when we look for any fueling bunks, it will show us what are the nearby fueling bunks. Okay. So basically it helps the consumers to search to get what they need. Here I have given the example of KitKat Chunky mail. So here the KitKat has mailed to this particular consumer to their address stating that their packet cannot be delivered. It is because it is too chunky for the letterbox. Also it suggests that they can collect free KitKat Chunky from the nearby shop by showing this mail. Next type is direct response advertising. Basically this type of advertisements requires direct response from the consumer. Think about Naptol. So it insists the consumer to call them immediately and also it will tell them that they have only limited amount of stocks. So for this type of advertisement, consumer will respond via a phone call or SMS or through mail. Here I have given an example of a mail in which it shows that there is a best season sale happening and the consumer will get 75% discount when they shop now. So they will click shop now button and it will lead to the page so they can avail the offer. Next is business to business advertising. This type of advertising is not for the general audience, it is for the business. Here I have given the example of TCS. So TCS do not directly target the general public, but it targets another business. Let us say I am a chip company owner. So wow, who is my audience? I will target another company who is producing an electronic goods. So either they will target the retailers, wholesalers or professionals. Next is institutional advertising. It is also called as corporate advertising. This type of advertising tends to build the corporate identity. It tries to position the corporate identity into the minds of the consumer. So here I have given the example of Apple. So, Apple here does not specifically talks about any of its products. It just says think different. We can take this in two aspects. Apple as a company, they think differently and they will come up with new innovative cutting edge technology products. Also as a consumer, we can think differently, to go beyond our usual thoughts. So, we can think out of box to achieve things. So, next type is the public service advertising or PSA. The name itself says it is for social cause. Here I have given example by Fiat. So, there is two cans. So, in first can there is a bicycler riding the bicycle. When the can is opened, he is getting into the can, which means do not drink and drive. So, these type of PSAs we can use it for do not drink and drive campaigns, vote for the election, do not smoke, wear seat belt, like that. Usually these type of advertisements are produced for free by the professionals, and also media companies, they will offer free airtime or space. Next is interactive advertising. Usually these type of advertising that we see in the web pages, either it is a banner ad or pop-up ad, or we can see those things in the social media. Let us say we are reading an online newspaper and we see a banner ad. So, if we are interested to that ad, we will click on it, that will lead to another page where we can interact with that ad. As a consumer, we will click on it, we will engage it, we will modify the ad, or sometimes we will just ignore the ad. So, these type of advertisement are best suited for the digital environment. Now, I would like to give a quick recap. First is brand advertising, as the name says, it is for long term brand image. Second is retail advertising. This is for the retailers, local retailers. Next is political advertising. This is for the politicians during electoral campaigns. Next is directory advertising. It helps people where to find their product or services. Next is direct response advertising. It requires consumers to respond directly or immediately. Next is business to business advertising. It is between business and business, advertisement between business and business. Next is institutional advertising. This is to build the corporate image of an institution. Next is PSA, to promote social cause. And the last one is interactive advertising. It enables two-way communication. I hope you had a happy learning. For more such videos, like, share and subscribe M.O.P Classroom. Thank you.